Today we're taking on a concept that I'm extremely excited about because, lads, today we are taking on the likes of Sassuolo, who have a bunch of great players in their squad already. Pinamonti, Traore, Lauriente, Fratesi, Lopez, Tostvet. All these lads are not going to be here by the end. The thing that we're going after, not the
What did you just say?
The thing we're going after is that we are signing players that were the most expensive signings in the year or in the season 2020-2021. That season specifically is being targeted in today's video. We can do this with multiple seasons, but we're going to start it off with that season. So any player I buy has to be on the list of the most expensive signings in terms of under 20-year-old players. So anyone that is 20 years old and below is eligible for today's video. So having said that, I genuinely do believe that this will lead to a lot of surprises possibly, and it will also be a thing to look back on football out there and see if any of these transfers actually really paid off. And again, guys, this is all about fun, and I think we're going to have a lot of it today, and we're going to be able to rebuild this squad right here in a really nice way. So let me know as we go through this concept in today's video. Let me know. Oh, camera, would you like to focus? Thank you. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what kind of concepts do you follow when you play your career mode? Like, I know a lot of people lose interest very quickly after like half a season. I want to know what keeps you going playing career mode in the comments down below, and I will be out there responding to as many as possible. All right, let's dive into the rebuild. Starting off, we have to sell a bunch of players. Domenico Berardi, Ferrari, Defrel, Harawi, Alvarez Martinez, Ayhan, and also Kyriakopoulos are all gone already because we obviously want to sign a huge player straight away, or actually multiple huge players straight away. And I do have a couple of deals in mind. I do want to strengthen the defense immediately. First man walking into the club is Ilham Meslier. It is a consigli plus 20.5 million deal. Guys, this one is huge, but it's not the only one. At that time, he signed for around 6 million, I believe, for Leeds United, and we all know how his career is gone. And he's not the only one we're going after. We're also going after Claudio Kone, who at the time just had joined Gladbach for, I believe, around 9 million euros. Now they could probably sell him on for around 30 to 40 million. That is very much possible with him. And then we have also brought in Sven Botman, who at the time, I believe, signed for Lille for an amount below 10 million, I'm pretty sure. And now he is doing extremely well at Newcastle. And lads, this is how the team is looking after the sales and purchases. Kone goes into the midfield. Alongside him, we have Botman coming in to play left centre-back, and Meslier goes in goal. Those are the first three transfers, and I still have to be able to sell a couple of players. Hopefully, we can get rid of the likes of Lopez and possibly some more to go ahead and make some more signings, but those are some big players that transferred at that time and were considered some of the most expensive talents in terms of transfers in 2020, 2021, but I need more. Maxence Lacroix, the man on the bike, had signed for Wolfsburg back in the 2021 season for around 5 million euros. Now he is considered to be a very, very talented centre-back who might be part of a quite weak defense though at Wolfsburg at times, and he has kind of stagnated when it comes to football, but still he's being recognized as a huge talent in FIFA 23. He is coming in with the rating of 77, and he has potential, I believe, over 85. So we are seeing Lacroix come in, take over that right centre-back position. He's going to be the pacey one, while Botman is basically going to be the fridge of this team. I do hope, though, that he doesn't behave like the actual fridge. You know who I'm talking about. In the same season, we have seen an American move over and across to Salzburg. Brendan Aronson, who now is playing for Leeds United, at the time made a big move for a player, considering he came out of the MLS and he did perform at the team in Salzburg to get himself an even bigger move. But now we're bringing him into the team. Back in the day, he was sold for 12.7 million, and I have gone ahead and sold a couple of players to make this transfer possible once again. Those two players that you've just seen have left the squad, and we now have finished our transfers for this season, with the likes of Brendan Aronson coming into the club for 14 million. He will play in that beloved center attacking midfield position, 75 rating on the boy, and now we are ready. Let's take on the first season, and if we are anywhere near the top 10, I'd genuinely be very happy. See, this is where the season has ended, guys. We came in just outside of the top 10, 11th position with 54 points, and the season has been won by Roma. I've got to say, I am actually really looking forward to see what Roma can do in the second half of this in real life season. They do have a bunch of really talented players in there, and with Dybala, I think Roma has become even more interesting to watch, especially considering that Jose Mourinho is there, the special one. But guys, also just now, huge news has come through, which I need to talk to you about in just a second. But let's take a look at the team first. Traore 82, Loriente 79, Pinamonti 79, Aronson +3, Kone +4, Lacroix, I believe that's a +4 too. And then Botman has gone up to an 83, which we love to see. And Melier has gone from 77 to 81. So clearly, we have done something right when it comes to this team and the development plans in the first season. And performances, Pinamonti, ridiculously good season for him. Traore, very good as well. Fratesi, solid. Loriente, solid. Wow, I'm very impressed. And Kone coming in with the 7 and 6 in 32 games. While Brandon Aronson only managed to get 4 and 1 from the cam position, which is a huge letdown. And guys, I've only realized that we have Locatelli and Raspadori, who are going to be coming back in the next season from their loan deals. And they are bringing in huge amounts of cash. So we are going to be letting those lads go and cashing in big time. I can't wait, because we have some big players. And since this video is all about the most expensive signings, a lot of these guys that I want to bring in are too expensive to be bought from the first season onwards. Camera, focus on me. Thank you. I think I have to do this every time so they'd focus. Anyways, guys, let's stay full screen. Ronaldo has officially signed for Al Nassr. I don't know what to think. I don't know how this happened. I genuinely thought he still wanted to play in Europe, but I guess he is going for the bag, which is 200 million. I mean, honestly, be honest with yourself and let me know in the comments down below. If you were in Ronaldo's position and someone offered you 200 million a year and you could secure the future of your children's children and children's children, would you not do it yourself? It's a weird one, man. It's a really, really odd one. I can see Ronaldo being completely phased out of footballing interest in the upcoming months. And yeah, it's really odd. I am kind of sad. I was hoping you would still have one big move in him, or at least go back to Sporting. That was what I was kind of hoping for. But guys, it is what it is. Ronaldo has gone, and our season has too. Okay, so in the new season, guys, Locatelli never even came back. So I don't know if they already paid the transfer fee or something like that, but Juventus obviously kept him. So Raspadori has come back and I sold him 55 million. I got a massive offer for Traore for 73.3, which I genuinely couldn't believe. And then our budget now is looking like this. We have 200 million to spend. I'm about to have a lot of fun. One of the most expensive transfers in that season was actually Trincao. Yes, this guy was supposed to be a huge talent at the time, and now I believe he plays at Sporting in real life, but back then he moved to Barcelona for 31 million. Now, we have been able to bring him in for just about 19 with some really amazing negotiating on this one, lads. And he is going to be coming in to take over the right wing position, or possibly actually the left wing position, because we do have an opening on that side. Now that Traore has left, this guy could easily do really well for us. He's left-footed anyway, so possibly turning him into a left wing is the way to go. So we will do that, but I still have so much freaking cash to spend. Let's still go after it. This guy right here might have been the most expensive signing at the time. 41 million they had spent on him. And I think it was Wolves. Yes, Fabio Silva. He is a player that still needs to break that duck. You know, he needs to be that guy that really could step up to that big level, but he hasn't shown it yet. Right now, he's playing at Anderlecht. Now, though, he has joined us. Sassuolo is happy to welcome Fabio Silva into the team. Now, in this team, though, I will have to admit, he will be a backup because the lad is coming in with a very, very low rating. I bought him in because he was the most expensive. 75 rating is what he has at the moment. Pinamonti is 79 rated. And in order to keep this team going, I do need to bring in yet another striker that is actually higher rated and also transferred in the same season. So Jonathan David walks in. The man that had joined Lille at the time. He went over from Belgium, I believe. He joined Lille for 27 million. Jonathan David, the Canadian striker, now joins us from Everton for Pinamonti plus 20 million in this deal, and I'm desperately hoping that he's decently rated. 81. All right, so we do get that +2 upgrade, and he is going to be amazing in this team. Still have plenty of cash to spend, but extremely satisfied with the fact that Jonathan David now belongs to Sassuolo. Ferran Torres, the guy that is going out with the national team's coach daughter. Yes, you heard it right. He's doing that. He is Luis Enrique's daughter's boyfriend, I believe. So he is coming into the team. At the time, he transferred from Valencia, I believe, to Manchester City for 33.5 million. Now, here, he's coming in for Loriente plus 58.5. So now the attack is sorted. We have Ferran Torres down that right-hand side for us, which I'm extremely excited about. Jonathan David up top, Trincao on the left, Aronson at cam, and then Kone at centre midfield alongside Fratesi, who is doing really well. We do desperately need to sign 2 fullbacks, though, so let's sign 2 fullbacks. I've signed another one, and we're talking about Serginho Dest, who at the time signed for 21 million at Barcelona. As we all know, that transfer didn't really turn out as well as some people hoped. He got plenty of chances, but never really delivered to the level that I personally expected off of him as well, especially after seeing him play for Ajax for a little while. I did feel like this guy was extremely talented. Now, we have brought him into the team, and he's taken over a right back position. Now, I tried to go for another right back to then play in the left back position, but that guy specifically right now is outside of our budget, and I don't necessarily have anyone else to sell anymore. So I'm basically stuck at the moment, not capable of going for any more transfers unless I can make one huge one happen, but I highly doubt it. So this might be the team for the season. This lad right here, Nicolo Rovella, was the most expensive transfer for a midfielder in that season, guys. 2020-2021, to remember you once again. But he came in for 26 million. Nicolo Rovella is now coming to Sassuolo. 34.6 million spent on him. And the reason why I've gone for this transfer, first of all, is that I know that he's a big player. So he comes in with an 80 rating, which is fine. And the second reason is, now I can sell Fratesi and possibly get a huge amount for him. And I'm bringing that left back, who actually is a right back, which I've been trying to do but couldn't do with the budget I had initially. And Fratesi's market value, is set at like 62 mil. That would be enough. If I can make a good deal happen here, we could see another new fullback. Oh my god, this one took a long time to make happen, but we did make it happen in the end. Frimpong at the time was another one that had signed, and he signed for a very little amount. I believe it was 11 million that he signed for at the time, and now in FIFA 23, he starts off at a rating of 80. I mean, Frimpong is genuinely unbelievable to watch, guys. His pace is just ridiculous. The way he just speeds past people. I've seen him play for Bayer Leverkusen plenty of times, and he is one of the most exciting talents out there. And I actually bought him off of Manchester United. Yes, so Fratesi was sold for 85.3 million right here, and I'm pretty happy with that one. But obviously the most important one was this here, 56.4 million. Manchester United has sold him to us, so I'm very happy to see him come into the team and basically add to it big time, because Rogerio was not going to be good enough moving forward. Frimpong comes in at an 82 rating, and seems like Dest has a better weak foot, so Dest goes onto the left hand side while Frimpong takes over the right hand side. And yes, as I said, he came in at an evaluation of 11 million to Bayer Leverkusen at the time, who probably are going to sell him for at least 40, I reckon. May 2024 has arrived, and I believe our team has done much better this season. I fully expect us to be in the top 8. Are we in the top 8 though? Top 6, 65 points on Sassuolo, the most expensive signings of Wonderkids in 2020-2021. Is actually bringing us into successful stages of this career mode, which I love to see. Juventus has won the league title. Congratulations to them. Will be very interesting to see how Juventus does now that not Paulo Dybala. I mean, I guess Dybala has left, but the likes of Pogba are possibly going to be fit again for Juventus. So I really want to see what happens with him back into the lineup. And lads, we have 2 injured players. David, up to an 83 but injured. Kone, up to an 84 but injured. Trincao, up to an 80. Torres, 88. Aronson, 80. Okay. Rovella, 82. Then we're looking at Dest as an 85 rated left back and Frimpong as an 85 rated right back. So the defense, alongside Botman, who looks insane, looks very, very good. And even Silva on the bench has grown, which is good because obviously David was injured, so he had to step in. Now, I do want to see, though, how badly was the injury, because we have... Oh, okay. 26 games he played, 18-3, but he has missed out on a chunk of games, as we can tell here. Ferran Torres has 40, Jonathan David has 26. But still, best player of the season with just 26 games. That's great to see. Trincao and Ferran Torres doing well. Kone, once again, despite the injury, great performances. And Fabio Silva did step up exactly when we needed him. And Brendan Aronson had an okay season, I guess. Hopefully, he will continue to grow. It's a +2 for him, actually. And then Rovella with the +2 as well. So, the season was great. We have qualified for Europe, and we still have a couple of players I could still bring into this team, but it all depends on the budget, and I really hope we get an even bigger one. Well, we're replacing one ex-Red Bull player with a current Red Bull player. Dominik Szoboszlai at the time signed for Leipzig for around 26 million. If I'm getting this right, I do believe I'm getting this right. No, 22 million actually. So now we are seeing him in the squad, lads, for Sassuolo. Szoboszlai, welcome to the team. Nice to have you in the squad because Brendan Aronson just ain't cutting it. I need someone in that cam position that is going to bang in the goals. Brendan Aronson, you can remain on the bench, but this man is here to take over. He's not here to take part. That is clear. The Conor McGregor of our team. 85 rated, 23 years old, 6'1" tall. An incredible shot on him, as we all do know. And I do think he's going to get a lot more goal contributions than Brendan Aronson, but he cost me a ton of money and basically my entire budget. So for now, I'm done, lads. Let's get to the end of the season. Seems like we have done well. European League final, or actually I should say Europa League final, and we've beaten Spurs. Guys, Sassuolo has arrived at the big stage. We're qualified for Champions League football through this win, and obviously we have secured the first major trophy. Now I want to see though, are we somewhere in that top 4? We should be. Where are we in the league table? So winning against Spurs there, and we have only come in within 2 points of winning the league title ourselves. We've not been able to pull it off yet, but it will hopefully happen at some point. Great attacking play from our team, from what I could see there in terms of the goals scored. Ferran Torres 90, Jonathan David 86. This time no one's injured. Trincao only an 83. He needs to go up as soon as possible. Szoboszlai 88 +3. Kone 88, Rovella 85. The entire defense now is absolutely goated. I love it. Meunier needs to grow more though. 84 ain't enough. Hopefully we'll do better there. And I possibly could be signing a bunch of players for the bench as well, because obviously with the money that we have for the next season, we can do much better with that. So, goal scored. Let's see who it is. Who has done it for us? Ferran Torres, 34-9. He's having a great time right there, lads. Great season. Very, very satisfied with that. Well, guys, for the new season, I needed someone for the bench, and I ideally needed to be an attacking player to play on the wings. So Jeremy Doku is coming in. At the time in that season that we're doing this whole rebuild about, we have gotten him for a 26 million transfer to Rennes. Yes, that was his transfer, and ever since then, He has gotten injured so many times. This guy has not been able to have a full proper season. And when he played for Belgium at a certain time, there was a lot of hype surrounding him. But sadly, things haven't worked out exactly the way you would hope it to go for such a youngster with so much potential. Once this guy can prove that he can stay fit for more than just a season, I think a lot of big teams will be interested in him. And I believe Liverpool at some point were very interested in him, but then he just kept getting injured. So I guess they weren't as interested anymore after that. He is now in the team. 82 rated, backup cost me 50 plus million. So I'm basically done buying players already. Lads, Champions League, we get beaten. I thought this was going to be the time where we maybe actually get there. We had beaten Bayer Leverkusen in a round of 16, but Real Madrid is the team to stop us. Well, a good thing to take away from this season is actually the fact that we have won the cup and maybe the league. If we win both of those, I'm very satisfied. But no, we only get a Champions League spot, 82 points, 6 points off the top. Why can't we freaking win the whole thing? Anyways, let's see though who has performed this season, and we'll check out the ratings in a second. 29.9 for Ferran Torres. He has been unbelievable. And the same rating for Jonathan David, who has grown by +5. Wow, that's insane. Szoboszlai, 30 goal contributions. Trincao is doing well, up to an 87. And Kone is now 90 rated. And Frimpong just does a madness at right back. So the squad, as I could tell there already, is very, very high rated. And honestly, it should have gotten to the Champions League final, man. It really should have. I'm actually a bit disappointed. We are needing to be better. We are needing to do better next time in the Champions League, surely, and win the freaking league. Finally, I've been able to add one piece to the team, which was the second most expensive transfer at the time. Leicester City buying Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana is joining us now. Another player that actually has had issues with injuries in the past, but now becomes a great backup for this team. And honestly, now the bench looking as good as it does, I do believe we have to get it done. Fofana, nice to have you here, but you're sadly only a backup, pal. Getting past PSG. First game, 2-1 victory. Second game, 3-3. And we are winning every single game in the league. I honestly do believe that this team should be capable of winning all the tournaments that we're taking part in. The Serie A, the Cup, and the Champions League. And we're in the semi-final. PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. If we beat those three teams, we obviously deserve to lift that trophy, right? At least that's what you'd think. 3-1 victory. And here we go. Champions League finalists. A 3-2 loss. But who cares? We're up against Barcelona. We have had the craziest run to a Champions League final that I might have seen in a very, very long time, guys. This is huge. Barcelona is the opponent, but I do want to see, have we won the league title? Is it still impossible? No, it isn't. 95 points. There we go. 52 on a goal difference. The team is on fire. The team is extremely high rated. The lowest rating is an 89 on Meunier, Lacroix, and Rovella. And all the signings, the most expensive youngsters signed in the season 2020-2021 are now all here and are doing exceptionally well. I'm excited to see who has done best. Is it Ferran Torres again? No, it's Jonathan David, it's Szoboszlai, it's Trincao. Ferran Torres took a back seat, and it seems like it has helped the rest of the team. So now the big question is, can we win it all? Can we get it all done with that team right there and win against Real Madrid? Or not Real Madrid, Barcelona, who are coming in with Tammy Abraham, Ansu Fati, Rafinha, Musiala, Lojek, Ndiaye, Koundé, Lukeba, Timber, Hernandez, Ter Stegen. That defense is fire, but I do have faith in Sassuolo. I hope they don't let me down. Well, this is the part where I have to let you know that my PC just absolutely crashed and all the progress I made in that rebuild is basically gone. And when I reload it and I get to the same stage, when I try to get into the final game, my PC kept crashing. So yes, good stuff over here, guys. Hopefully I'll be able to fix these technical difficulties because I just want to record my freaking rebuilds, man. and I don't get to play the most important and most fun part, which is the final. I actually did play a little bit of it, and then it crashed. But in that time, I scored 2 goals. I was leading 2-0. Jonathan David had scored an absolutely insane shot from outside the box by like 30 yards from the right-hand side into the top left corner with the power shot. And that was my best long shot so far in FIFA 23, I would say. And it really sucks that you guys don't get to see it. But I can tell you right now, this team would have probably won the Champions League. I was 2-0 up. It is what it is. Sadly, the technical issues just won't allow me to record this finale properly. Thank you guys so much, though, for still being here and watching these videos. I promise I will try to find a way to fix this. And if I have to go to the lengths of going ahead and buying a whole new PC, I will have to do that to go ahead and give you guys the content you deserve. Thank you so much for watching this video. And once again, rest in peace to Pelé. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Sorry about the issues.